Okay, cool.
Like, I magnetised the bases of a 75-point list, and that was it. And I was like, shit, but I want to use this.
Oh god.
And I ran out of magnets, so I was like, fuck.
Oh jeez.
First world problems.
Righty. Okay, is this working? Can you say something?
Hello.
Alright, cool. Sweet! Is this working?
Suppose I'll open Discord as well. Fuck it. Fuck it. Voila. That's it, almost finished. Hold on. Fuck. You didn't funny about your towel.
No? I fancied I just fancied getting cracking on with it.
Yeah, I fucking flew for him.
Hello.
Still building from that massive list pile of shit I had last week.
Yeah. How's it going?
It's alright. I've only got.
I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to Jack.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even notice he added.
Jack's joined us. How you doing, Jack?
Yeah, I'm good. Bit sweaty, but good.
Alright, sweet.
Absolutely roasting here.
Oh shit. It is not where I am. It is not roasting at all.
I think it's like...
Yeah, it's nice and humid up here.
Yeah, it's fucking humid here. I think it's like 22 degrees.
Oh shit.
No, it's not that warm.
It's warm for Ireland.
That is pretty toasty. Oh yeah, no, it's not that warm here at all. It's overcast.
No, North Yorkshire's mainly rain, so...
It was so fun. I went for a ride. Was it yesterday or the day before? And I came back, and as soon as I came back, it just absolutely started hammering down with rain.
Yeah.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy.
It'll go a moment's notice up here, mate.
Right, Gary, you back? Okay.
Yeah.
Right, let's get started.
Is everyone here now?
Hopefully. No, we're all here. Everyone's here. So.
Oh yeah, I see Jack in roll 20.
I forgot how complicated this game was. Comparatively.
Yeah, it's
I was like making my character, and then I was like, all right, yeah, just put some points in the attributes. And I was like, oh god, there's like 40 skills in this game.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty mad. It's great. I don't get me wrong.
I really enjoyed playing it, but like, boy, do I remember almost none of it.
Okay, well, we're gonna go.
No, I remember.
We'll go through a few bits and bobs quickly now. Let me just sort out my volumes. Alright, sweet.
At least you had a general idea what you're doing. I've never done this before, so I was building it like, what the fuck is this?
Oh god, it did not help building. I didn't build my first character. I was like, I was just trying to spitball. I was like, yeah, I think this is what I need to do. And because like no one plays it, or not that no one plays it, but like there's very little English resources when it comes to like character help.
Yeah. Just make it up, don't you? That's what
I think there's like 600 people on the English version of the Dark Eye subreddit.
Yeah, that sounds about right. There's about 400 or 500 on the Facebook group, I think.
What? Joining all these groups.
Yeah, gotta figure out how to make your life miserable. So, how to skill check? Do you know how to roll a skill check, Jack?
You have to. So it's a D20. You're looking for ones. You have to roll twice to confirm the skill check.
Yeah, so an actual
something along those lines.
Yeah, so if you look at your character sheet, the skills that you have,
Yeah,
for
there's a whole
example,
page for
swimming.
skills.
Yeah. So swimming, for example, it's got 3 little stats next to it.
Yeah, and you have to roll for each one, is it?
Yeah, so you roll 3d20. Each die needs to be below your stat. You have SR, which is a little number next to it. That's how many skill points you can use to reduce a die value below to make it equal to or below your stat value. So what that means
Do
is
you ever run out of?
no, you replenish them for each roll. That's just like your innate ability, and each time you roll your 3d20s, you spend those SR temporarily, reduce those values. So, for example, let's say you're rolling a swimming. What's your swimming ability? What's your SR for swimming, Jack?
0.
Okay, let's choose something else. Body control.
6.
0.
Okay, so we'll use Jack 6. So body control is quite nice and simple. It's got agility, constitution. So you roll 3d20, left to right, you have a look. So your first agility, I rolled a 2. That should be below your agility value. I rolled a 15. What's your agility value?
10.
So I'd need to spend 5 of your SR to get the 15 down to an acceptable level of 10. How many SR did you say you had?
6.
Cool, so we've got 1 left over. My final roll was an 11 under your constitution. What's your constitution?
14.
Perfect, so that is a success. You've got 1 point remaining. So you have a look at the little tiny table on the bottom right, which says skill points and quality level. You've got 1 skill point remaining, which means you've got a quality level 1. And that'll dictate, how well you do something. If you've got quality level 5 or something, it'll be amazing. And that's the same for spells, etc. And that is a skill roll. So we'll be doing lots of them throughout the game, and I'll help you out if you forget.
Just as far as like the skills section goes on the character sheet.
Yep.
So there's the skill name. There's the check, which is the 3 stats you roll.
Yep.
There's ENC.
That's encumbrance. So if you suffer encumbrance of any kind, so if you've got armor usually creates encumbrance. You will suffer negatives depending on your encumbrance level to those stats. So for example, encumbrance level 1, I'd need to check, but I think it gives you a -1 to all rolls. So for example, body control will be modified, carousing will not be modified, but climbing will, and so on and so forth.
Okay, yeah. Then there's IC.
That is for leveling up. It's how much it'll cost you to level up that ability.
Okay, yeah. I remember seeing that table.
Yeah, A is 1 point. I think E is 5 or something.
And it depends
really
what
bad.
number they are, because they increase at certain points as well.
Yeah. Then SR is your SR. Then there's R.
R is passive, basically. It's like your passive things.
Okay.
You don't have to worry about it. I might ask for it, but to be honest, because I've not ran this in a year, I've not played it in a year, I'm probably going to forget about that most of the time, and I'll just be asking for checks instead. Combat, you roll a d20, you need to get below your attack value. Your opponent will then have a chance to try and dodge or parry it, and then you'll roll your damage. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
What's the attack value?
So it should be AT/PA mod.
It's on your weapon.
It should be AT or PA. It should be under your weapon. So close combat.
Oh, yeah.
And you've got AT. For ranged combat, you have RC instead.
I have no range combat anyway.
Fuck, why are my glasses? I can't read this shit.
What character are you? What? Who are you? Just so I've got a rough idea.
I am a
pimp.
Healer.
You're a healer. Okay. Are you a religious
non-magical?
Healer? Okay. Oh, non-magical, non-blessed?
Correct.
Ooh, okay, cool.
So
So
a
you
medicine man
yeah, a doctor.
or
Oh my
woman.
gosh.
Herbs.
So you don't have any magic, so we don't need to worry about magic stuff.
No.
Gary, if you got any questions about your liturgical chants, we can talk about that when it comes up, but I'm pretty sure you're okay.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
That's it then. Alright, so do you have any armor, Jack?
Cloth.
You have got cloth armor. Does it create any encumbrance?
1.
Okay.
What does it?
Yeah. All
Oh.
armor.
Does it?
Yeah.
I just got normal clothes.
I now have horn armor.
So encumbrance level 1 cloth armor will give you -1 to your attack, your defense, your initiative, and your movement, and to any applicable skill check. So under your status stuff at the bottom, you can tick in you've got level 1 of encumbrance. And Connor, you can fill in 2. All right. So
No, I changed it.
you've changed that. Okay. So can I have your character names, please? And if possible, could you type them into Roll20 just so I've got a reference point? Because I will be referring to you as your characters.
Mine is called Gary. No, it's not. I don't have a surname.
Are you Ilsa?
Yeah.
Ilsa.
Girl.
And
Yes.
So you have to
And-
talk in a girly voice.
you don't have
Yes.
to talk. And what about you, Connor? What's your character called?
Lysander.
Lysander.
Okay. So you got Argo, Ilsa, Lysander. All right. So
Let me write that down.
let me get my notes. So you are you're in the north, in the forest near the north. It's cold but not snowing. It's wet. There's a nice stiff breeze. It's getting to evening time, and for one reason or another, you're in a village called Wurselholm. Wurselholm is quite a small village. There's one tavern, one inn, a couple of shops, and there's a sheriff's house as well, and a few bits and bobs. Now, who are you, and why are you here? And we'll start with Argo.
Alright. Hello, everyone. My name is Argo. I am a priest of Boron. And I am wandering the area, converting heathens into the Church of Boron.
Cool. Can you tell us a quick summary of Boron? What kind of things do you teach and preach?
So, let me get that. So, Boron. We strive to banish evil spirits and help needy souls find their way to Boron's halls.
Is that like Valhalla?
Well, the
Like
afterlife.
Like an emo Valhalla.
Yeah.
Alright.
Ah, cool. So instead of fighting, it's slitting wrists. Got you.
No.
You also you've got an interest in sleep and dreams. I think as Boron, he's also the god of sleep. I think. Ilsa, how come you're in this forest? How come you ended up in this village?
I've spent the past few months traveling through the forests looking for new herbs to try and create stronger medicines
Okay.
to help people out.
Could you give me? You know what? I need this page open, just so I know what skills to ask you. Could you give me a herbalist check or the equivalent whilst I get it up?
A herbalist check of some sort. You mean alchemy?
Plant law
Or wait, plant lore.
under nature
Where's
skills.
the nature skills? Grand. Let's do it. Man, I just gotta zoom out so I can see all of it in one go. What 3 skills is that looking for? Plant lore.
Courage, intellect, and agility. No, sorry, courage, agility, and constitution. No, sorry.
No, intellect,
Sagacity.
dexterity.
Sagacity, dexterity, and constitution. Wow, we're off to a good start. I think I might need new glasses.
With that character builder, you can just swap it to the numbers that you need.
Oh, that's handy.
That's what I've done with mine, so it's just got the 3 numbers.
So you don't need to refer to the top of the sheet. That's quite smart.
It's just to keep looking up and down.
Okay, so you get a 9, a 19, and a 4. Is your 9 a success?
9 is a success. The 4 is a success. The 19 is not. But I have 10 in that skill.
Sweet.
So I will drop that down to a 10.
Okay, so
9.
You need to drop it down to a 10 to succeed.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's 1 left over.
Yeah.
Which means you get quality level 1. So Wurzel is this village is actually named after a herb called Wurzel, and it is used for magical potions. It is also fantastic in recovery of magical energy and and life as well. So it can increase healing each day, your passive healing, depending on how many doses of this herb you take. Potions made from it are quite difficult to make. I don't know if you have the specific needs to, but you probably heard that this town has got specialists that they actually produce it and sell it on, so it's the potions are in abundance here.
Was it the town or the herb that was called Wurzel?
So the herb is called Wurzel, and this town is Wurzelholm. It is named after the herb. The nearby forest, as you've travelled through, you've noticed there's lots of this herb. You might have picked up some on your way in. Normally it's quite difficult to spot and find, but it's so much in abundance here that with your knowledge you're easily able to spot and realise that there's a good amount of value here. Okay. Lysander, who are you and why are you here?
I'm a half-elf mercenary. Bit of a war veteran as well. And it's just travelling to whatever jobs I can find.
Cool. Okay. Do any of you know each other? I'm assuming from your descriptions, no.
No.
Cool.
No, I do not.
Okay. So you are at an inn. At the village tavern called the Tusk. It's a small little tavern, that serves traditional foods such as boar sausage. It's managed by a landlord with really thick black hair. He's a little bit chubby, but his hair is beautiful, luscious. He runs this tavern with his 3 daughters, one of which is loud and cheeky, one of which is a bit more quiet and reads in the corner, only standing up to help when she's called upon by her father. And the other one's a bit chatty, but more down to earth, quite normal. And the tavern's not very big, so there's only 3 or 4 tables in the tavern. You might all be at separate ones. I'm not sure. There's plenty of space, I guess, but you will be sharing with a villager or 2 if you're not sat together. You can see the town on the map if I drag you here. Da, da, da. Here we go. You can see the map at the bottom of the screen. To the north, there's forests. You can actually see when you were walking through the forest, through the cracks in the trees, you could see something between a mountain and a hill in the distance. I've hidden a lot of the map off, and I'll be revealing it as we go.
Immersive.
Yeah. So you're in this tavern. They specialize in boar sausage, as I've mentioned, and it seems to be hunting season, or it's recently been hunting season. So there's boar sausage in abundance, quite cheap. Everyone's enjoying that, and some nice frothy, thick. Can you stop drawing on the map, please? You twats. Enjoying some nice frothy beer. So what are you doing in this tavern?
Drinking a bath.
Drinking a bourbon, cool. And everyone's just drinking and eating?
Yeah.
Yeah, resting up.
Okay. So there's not much really going on. Does anyone... It's your first night here. You arrived at nightfall. You saw a few places on the way. You notice in your food and in your beer that you get the odd black hair. You find it in your food. It's quite clear it's coming from the landlord, but he's a nice chap, and you can see he's really proud of his beautiful, beautiful hair. And Vanya, the loud and cheeky daughter, comes up to you, Ilsa. She's like, "What are you doing? What are you doing here? We don't get too many visitors. Usually people just stop by to pick up their orders for herbs and tonics, and then head their way. We don't usually get too many people staying here, just the odd local."
Long hike in the forest. Needed somewhere to sit down, take some notes, rest my legs.
Oh, interesting. That's very cool. And then she kind of skips over, and she goes and she talks to another villager, and you hear her say something along the lines of, "Oh, we might have some new witches arrive. Interesting. That's odd." And you hear the other villager kind of just look at her like, "What the fuck are you on about? Shut up. Leave me to my
Same.
beer. I'm having a bit of a difficult day. Just give me some space." And the landlord shouts after Vanya, telling her to come back and stop pestering the poor guests. The night goes on. It's not too late, but you hear raven and crows out in the night start to calm down. There's no cicadas, obviously, it's too cold. And you see a woman walk in. She's quite young looking. She looks maybe 17, 18 years old, ginger hair. And a cat follows her, a little tabby cat. And she kind of comes in. She goes up to the landlord and says, "Hi, Ogdelf, my usual, please." And he pours her just a glass of water out of a jug and places it on the counter. She pays no money. It's just tap water. She sits down, sips her drink, and looks around the tavern. And she locks eyes with each of you, if any of you are looking up. She thanks Ugdal for the beverage, and she makes a move to walk out.
Does tap water mean that there's plumbing here?
Tap water. Tap water is their fancy way of, manually
From a
pumping
well.
it out of a well. Yeah, they've heard.
Table.
Yeah, they've heard people mention it in some kind of magical engineering lands, and they've thought it's a fancy term to use here. Try to spruce up the place. So this girl starts making her way up. Does anyone want to do anything?
I'm going to
She
sit
just
there
leaves.
and I'm going to drink my bath.
Cool.
She's just leaving.
She's just leaving. Yeah, nothing.
When she was looking, did it seem like she was looking for something? Or was she more acknowledging the presence?
Give me a streetwise check, please.
Something that isn't to do with plants or healing. Come on. Nice. I pass all three.
So quality level?
0 or 1.
1, okay.
I've got nothing in streetwise.
Yeah, you definitely think it odd that she just came into the tavern for a drink of table water, and she was definitely looking for something or someone. You're not entirely sure, what, but there was definitely intent behind those eyes.
How is she dressed?
She's dressed kind of normally. She's in normal for a fairly poor village. She's in, simple country outfit, kind of ragged, a little bit dirty, but effort's gone into her outfit. A white top that kind of goes below to her knees. I guess you'd call that a dress.
I'll follow her out.
Okay. So she gets to the door and she sees you make your way to stand up, and she kind of turns around and she puts her hand up and says, "No, don't worry. We'll see each other again soon. I just need to go sort some stuff out if you don't mind." And she opens the door and leaves.
I look behind me. And, was she talking to someone?
You see, you look behind you at Ugdelf, the landlord, and he kind of just shrugs and he goes, "Yeah, she's an oddball. I don't know what the hell goes on, but she's a really nice girl. So I wouldn't worry too much. I wouldn't pester her."
I take out my sword.
Oh, sir, there's really no need for that. Oh my goodness. Please.
Kid, I sit down.
Whew.
Go back to drawing.
Okay. Whew. Thought I was gonna have to bring out my poor little dog. Not that he's much use anyway, the old bastard. And then
I don't even have a sword.
You don't even have a sword? Oh, you fucking asshole.
Just as the movement to scare people.
Yeah, it's the equivalent of putting your hand in your jacket pocket to take out a gun. But
yeah,
it's just a banana.
It's just a banana. The painful.
It's just where I keep my baguette.
Ogdelf speaks up, talking to the entire tavern, and he says, "Right, last orders. I'm going to be closing up. Anyone that doesn't have a place to stay, the Forest Rest just across the road has got plenty of lodging for you, quite cheap at 15 silver thalers a weekend."
Is it the
What's that?
weekend?
The Forest Rest. Is that what it's
It
called?
is the Forest Rest, yeah. And it is the weekend, yeah. You might not want to stay the entire weekend, but you can deduce that, it's a bit of a deal that they have going on to try and, get a bit of promotion. Maybe the Forest Rest has a deal with the Tusk to try and get a few more lodgers in this quiet little village.
Can I ask the landlord if there's a church in the village?
We don't have a church, actually. It's we just get on with our day. We're not too far from a few towns if we need to go on a more emotional or spiritual journey, shall we say. But most of us, we just kind of get on with our lives here. I see you sir, look like a man of faith. Is this,
So what do you do with your dead?
well, we just kind of bury them up north. I don't know if you spotted on your way here, but there's the sleeping giant. You know, the hill. It's just up north, and there's a bit of a opening there, and we usually, spread ashes there.
Oh,
We
that's
have,
acceptable.
yeah, we've got a charcoal burner, Kisira. She often has the quite painful job of, turning people into ashes. I'm not entirely sure on what the term is, but it's very sad. Gerald, last week, he was my late father's best friend. We recently had to say goodbye to him. That was quite painful. His ashes are with the winds.
Yeah, that is good. You look after your dead.
Well, of course, we're not savages in these parts. We do take pride, and we do like to remember those that were once with us, of course. So, any last drinks before I close up?
2 more bevs.
Two more bevs.
Got a double stack, mate.
2 more bevs.
Chasers.
Okay, I would like you to do a carousing check, please.
Ooh. How much is this costing us?
Carousing.
How much is this costing you?
Right,
It's quite cheap. About five silver thalers.
I got 9, 11, 12, and it goes off SGC, Con, and Strength, and I pass.
I
Sweet.
fail.
Quality levels of those who succeed.
Mine's quality level 2.
Okay. You look pretty sober. You take another bevy. I'm afraid not quite so fortunate yourself, Argo. You start getting a little bit tipsy.
Okay.
Do you want another bevy? Do you want another drink?
No, I think I'll leave it for the night.
Ilsa?
As soon as you call the last call, I was going to head over to the forest rest. So.
Okay. Sweet. The forest rest. I'm assuming. Are you all making your way to the forest rest once you finish your bevies?
Hey.
No, I'm going to go to my tent with my horse.
Are you going to go to your tent with your horse? Absolutely fine. Where is your tent? Is it close, far away?
Yeah, it's close by. It's just before, well, just slightly inside the woods. Not like it's visible, but not. It's kind of disguised, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I see. If you know where it is, you can see it, kind of thing. Okay, cool. So you make your way to the tent, all nice and cozy. The Forest Rest is quite a nice little inn. They've got 6 rooms, one of which is already occupied by the time you turn up, and you're given keys and you're told, 15 silver thalers for 1 night or 20 silver thalers for 2 nights. This weekend.
So it was 15.
Well, that's only if you've got the membership discount. Did Ugdalf not explain to you? I'm sorry. If you pay a 5 silver thaler membership fee, then you can see him trying to do some weird maths. He's not very he's not very good at maths. He says, right, 5 silver thalers for your membership, 30 silver thalers for 2 nights. Yeah, that no, that's not right.
I'm gonna take out a page from my notebook and I'm gonna write down the math, but work it out to be 15 for the weekend.
What perfect. Thank you. I need to keep. I don't know where my notepad and paper is. Yeah, that makes absolute sense. 15 for the weekend. And you, sir, would you like the same, Argo? He's speaking to
Yes.
you.
Yeah, I
Perfect.
go
So
for 2
15,
nights.
15, 15, 29, and he gets his fingers out. That'll be 30 silver thalers together. Are you paying together or separately?
Separately.
Separately, okay. I can't give a receipt. I don't know where my notepad is, but if you can just write it out if you don't mind. 15 silver thalers, 15 silver thalers. Thank you very much. Thank you. Brilliant. Well, here are your keys, and he just hands over one set of keys to you both. Anything else I can do to make your stay pleasant?
Yes, a separate room.
Oh, and you can kind of see him blush behind the thing. Oh, I do apologize. I do apologize. My gosh, you know, never mind. Here you go. Here you go, madam. Have a lovely stay. Breakfast is at First Crow Call.
Perfect.
Thank you. Thank you. Anything else I can help you with?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
And I give a key to Argo and head off.
And he calls behind you. If the window's a bit stiff, don't be scared to give it a good little nudge with your elbow. That usually gets it open.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Meanwhile, Lysander, are you just getting comfortable in your tent?
Yep.
Okay. Does anyone want to do anything before they go to sleep?
I'll do a bit of praying.
Okay. Can you give me a religions check, please?
So that is quality check 2.
Cool. So you will gain 2 free karma points for tomorrow.
Can I go above my?
For this prayer, yes. Boron was very pleased with the fact that you inquired as to the ceremonies of the departed. Your prayers were very satisfactory, and he blesses you with extra karma points for tomorrow. So you wake up to a knocking on your door, both of you at the same time. This is very early in the morning. Lysander, you're still asleep at this point. You hear a quick knock on the door. You open the doors at the same time to kind of see each other. You lock eyes with each other kind of quizzically. And you kind of go, what? What? What's going on? What would you like to do?
Ask what's going on.
Is there anyone else in the hallway?
There's no one else in the hallway. You heard a knock. You opened the door at the same time and met each other's beautiful gaze.
I close my door and go back to bed.
I
It's
ask
not
who's
breakfast
there.
You
just say-
you get no response. You get no response.
Go down. Am I upstairs?
You are upstairs, yes.
I'll go downstairs. Oh no, I'll go get me mace first.
Your trusty mace. Okay. Are you carrying it visibly, or is it kind of tucked under your clothes?
I'm in my pants, aren't I? I'm in bed.
Well, you might have a long tunic or long cloak that's hidden underneath.
I'll just hold it full frontal.
Okay. As you walk downstairs, the I say concierge, but let's be honest, the young yobbo that's being tasked with opening up the inn this morning kind of looks terrified at you, absolutely wide-eyed. Holy shit! What? And next to him, opposite the desk, you see the ginger-haired girl from the night before. And she looks at the boy behind the desk and says, "Don't worry, he's not a threat to you. He's just, making sure he is well defended. Don't worry. You're not in any danger." And she asks, "Where's the other one? Where's Ilsa?"
She's gone back to bed.
Right. Okay. Bear with me a second, please. Just wait there. I need your help with something. And she kind of runs upstairs, knocks on the door to Ilsa's room, like rapping quite violently now.
I open the door.
You see the ginger-haired girl in front of you. Please, come down quick. I need to ask you of some help.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Make sure you've got everything though that you might need. You might be gone, an hour or so. I need some help with stuff. I think my mum's in danger. Please come down.
Right, can I go up and get some clothes and ready?
Yeah, they eventually come down, and she explains the same to you, and she goes up, and she says, "Right, we'll be a 2 minutes western walk in the forest. You'll be able to see us. We just got to go wake up the lazy Lysander."
Huh?
So whilst Argo goes and gets his stuff, Ilsa, are you happy following on?
Yeah.
Oh, what time is it?
This is early morning. Like the sun is starting to creak out of the sky.
Well, I have in a clock. I know the perfect sense of time. Ooh.
Okay, it's the 6th hour.
Right, 6 hours.
So you wake up, Lysander, to the tent being shaken. Wake up! Come on, Lysander, come on.
I pull up my knife.
Before anyone opens the tent door, you just hear her say, "There's no need for violence. There's no need for weapons. I need your help, and we need your help. Please just open up and help us out."
I lower my weapon, but still in my grasp, as I cautiously open the tent to see what the hell's going on.
And indeed, in front of you see quite a pretty young red-haired who's holding her cat up to her chest. And next to her, you see another familiar face from the tavern the night before in Ilsa. I'm assuming none of you know each other's names.
No.
And
I ask what with.
what to help? Well, my mum's in danger, and we need to go help her. She's just 20 minutes down into the forest. We won't be more than an hour. I really need a strong fella like yourself and someone to maybe help her if she's injured, and God forbid protect her from any potential evils that might be there. Argo, you've finally caught up and have joined, and you overhear all this as you come to.
What's she in danger from?
I don't know. I was walking home this morning and I heard a scream and some weird growling, and it might have been a boar or a bear or wolves. I'm not really sure. I just heard it. I ran. I heard the screams. I ran. I can't do anything to help this. So please please, it's so important we hurry. Can you come with me?
I reluctantly sigh and say 2 minutes, and then I start grumbling, so everyone can hear as I'm grumbling about a priest, a medic, and a girl, and then something about a bar and a joke.
So,
And then I grab all my gear.
yep.
Do I need my horse? No, I won't go with my horse. And
Can
then
I
I
ask her why she didn't mention this last night?
Well, she wasn't in trouble last night. It was only this morning when I was going to drop off some supplies for the day that I heard the screams and heard the beasts start ravaging at I don't know what.
Okay. It's still early morning. Okay.
It's
so-
yeah, it's still yeah. Please, we don't have time to spend. Are you all? Can you all please come and follow me?
yeah, I finish grumbling, and then I do it.
Okay. What is everyone's R? So passive for perception.
Where's that?
It'll be next to SR, to the right of SR for perception under physical skills.
+1. Right,
Oh, it's under the skills of perception.
it's physical skill on the list.
Nothing.
I got +1.
My SR is 5.
And your R next to it, do you have anything?
Oh no.
Okay, so Argo, you notice a raven swirling above your head.
Ooh.
And as you travel north into the woods, if I can remember how to do this.
I thought we were going west.
That's to your turn.
No, that was to your tent. So you're now traveling north. How? Here we go. You travel north, and Argo, you notice that this raven is actually spiraling around a rather large nest.
What is that on the map? Oh yeah.
There's
How do
numbers.
you move like the names out the way at the bottom?
Oh, you can go to settings, scroll down to. I want to.
Avatar. and stuff.
Avatars. Oh,
Yeah, there you go. Well, you can also zoom out with control and mouse wheel.
Yeah, it does, but then you can't move the map, so it just makes it small.
So
That's fixed it. Yeah.
So you travel through the forest. The path you can see far in the distance to your right-hand side as you travel up. Argo, you notice this raven kind of circling above this weirdly giant nest as you travel. And as you pass this, the girl kind of grabs your arms and pulls you along to hurry up. And as you're kind of walking hurriedly, she introduces herself as Aleftia.
Oh my god.
Do you want me to write that out?
Yeah.
Okay.
I lived here too.
Aleftia. Yeah, there's a few names I might need to spell. And she explains that she grew up on that her mom lives in a farm, and that we need to get there as quickly as possible, and you keep running. Is everyone happy just running and following?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gentle jogging.
Gentle jog, yeah. You can really see the panic in Aleftia's face. And then all of a sudden, after about 10 minutes of jogging, so you're fairly out of breath, some of you that aren't in the best of shape, she just stops, turns around and smiles.
Oh, it's a trap.
No, it's not a trap. It's not a trap, don't worry. I just had to check that you are honorable people. You passed my test. I am Aleftia. as I said. My mother is not in any danger. My mother is long dead. In fact, I'm a witch. I'm a witch, part of a coven of 3. Well, actually
I,
4 now.
I say no shit.
Well, that's a bit rude.
I'm on about the bit where she's like, I'm a witch. No shit.
Well,
Does she consort with evil spirits?
no, she
She's that
does
type of
not.
witch.
No,
Ah.
she seems to specialize in talking to animals. She did indeed get brought up on a farm, but she just got passed around from villagers. She's a bit of an orphan. And she explains to you that she's a witch and that her and her coven are in massive danger. They're under massive, massive danger. She explains that a few months ago, uh, a chap called Cordax, a warlock called Cordax, uh, joined their coven, and it's very rare for there to be a male witch, a male warlock, especially to join a coven. But it's not unheard of. He seemed to be desperate to join, but something happened, and he became slowly and slowly more evil and controlling. And over time, he's stolen bits of hair and blood from me and my uh, sisters, the other members of my coven, and we're really, really in a bad place. He's got pressure on the village, and they don't even know it. He's controlling us. He's messing us around. Uh, and we need to get rid of him. And please, I'm begging you, for real this time, can you help us out and get rid of Cordax's grasp on our coven?
Yes, I can.
Yes, I can help.
And you, Lysander, will you stand up and help fight against the tyranny of Cordax?
I grumble. I look around, and then I just say, I suppose.
So, okay, let me tell you what we've planned so far. Um, we want to take Cordax down, but we can't openly act against him because he's got blood and hair of ours and bits of fingernails and all sorts, and he's casting dark curses to force us to obey if we do anything to cross his path. Because you are strangers, he doesn't possess any hair or any part of you, so he can't cast these curses on you. He's got no power over you, so you'll easily be able to confront him and maybe steal back, our body parts, our hair, our blood. We've had a few ideas. We've discussed it as a coven, and we think if you can recover the blood and the hair that Cordax has stolen, then we'll be able to help you fight him and push him away from this village and this area, so he can't hurt us anymore. He can't oppress us anymore. Um, he also has a pact. He gains this power from a pact with uh, some creature, some evil, something. I'm not sure what. Uh, and breaking this pact somehow should crush his power slightly or significantly, really. Um, Either that, or maybe you can just stroll up and confront him on your
Smashing his
own.
head.
Yeah, but you've got to be careful. He does have goblins guarding his mill, and he lives up in the mill, far, far to the north. beyond the sleeping giant.
It's a
But
far travel.
it's quite a far travel. But on the way, you can stop in by my sisters. They should be able to help you. My elder sister Satunya. She lives in a cave just slightly northeast of here. It shouldn't take you more than an hour's travel. Um, you can also visit my other sister Madayana. Now she's not the biggest fan of people, of humans, of non-witches. But we've discussed last night about you helping us, and she should be okay if you go speak to her.
Where does she live?
She lives further northeast of Satunia's cave, quite a lot further beyond the forest to the east of the sleeping giant.
Would any of your sisters be able to help me in return? I'm looking to create some sort of healing potion out of the whistle in the area.
Absolutely. In fact, Madiana specializes in potions and all of that stuff. That's not my area of expertise. I'm more basically I love animals. You know, I love talking to animals. I see your horse is very happy, Lysander. He seems to be very happy in your control. But yes, absolutely, Madiana can help you with that. And Kordax himself has stolen some of Madiana's brews and potions, so he should have some in the mill. And she kind of explains to you the geography and the layout of the area a little bit. And she explains to you that Madiana is number 6, in the cave. The sleeping giant
No,
is over.
Satyana's number 6, isn't it?
Yeah, I said Satyana in the cave is number 6.
You
This.
didn't. Go on.
Oh, sorry. What did I say?
You
Did I say?
said Madiana.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Madiana is in number 11. That her hut. It used to be a giant nest, but it has fallen upside down. You actually go underneath the tree. Just be wary of that when you approach Madiana's hut, and then the sleeping giant is over here.
Sleeping Giant. 10.
Near number 13.
Number 13 is the mill house. That's where the old mill.
Ah,
That's where Kordax.
that's where he is.
Yeah. And look, we will help you. We will give you potions. Satunia should be able to give you potions. Maybe we'll be able to give you magical artifacts. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what we have. I'm a fairly young witch. I'm not that skilled. I can't contribute too much. But thank you so much for your help. Is there? I'm going to have to go back to sort something out in the village. But is there anything I can tell you that might help you? Anything I can do?
Do your sisters know we're coming?
What type of magic does he do?
So, I'll answer Ilse first. What was your question?
Do your sisters know we're coming?
Yes, we discussed it last night. They're expecting you. Don't worry. Lysander, what did you ask?
What's his speciality in magic? The bad guy.
Curses. His speciality is curses. He steals people's hair and blood with the help.
Can he do it without their bodily fluids?
No, he does require them, but he has a raven that steals stuff for him, and he's got control of a lot of the people in the village, so it might be too late for you already. The thing you've got is time on your side. A curse takes 24 hours to start after casting to actually have its effect. So you've got at least 24 hours. However, Cordax's power is strongest at midnight.
So 18 hours time.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Any other questions before I go?
I don't think so.
Not from me.
Can we
Thank
just
you.
burn the mill down, or do you want your body fluids back?
Burning it should destroy it. The only problem with burning it is, you'll be killing Cordax, and I know he's a terrible person, but I don't know if I could live with the conscious, live with his death on my consciousness. I don't know. No. Try not kill him. Try not destroy him. But, I don't know. I don't know anymore. It's awful. And she kind of starts walking away, and she looks over his shoulder, and she re-emphasizes, thank you so much. And she continues on back south towards Wesselholm.
So you think it's too late for that breakfast, or just get going?
I mean, you could make it back in time for breakfast. The crows have not started cawing yet.
I
So
may as well just stack it and go back and go for it.
she says it was like a couple hours to get up to Sadiana.
She might be able to cook us breakfast.
Yeah, so Tinia should be about 2 hours to get to. Maybe a
And what-
little bit less.
Did you see how long it would take us to get to the mill?
The mill would be about 6 hour journey. Maybe a bit less actually. Probably more 4.5. Depends how fast you go, of course. It depends how encumbered you are.
All right.
Just burnt my lips with tea.
Good effort, GG.
Thank you. So what's the plan?
Well,
I say we go for the
Sophia's
next week.
on the way, isn't she? So we could stop in, stock up.
Say hi, have a gossip, cheeky brew.
Yeah,
Awesome.
get some potions, some
Okay.
knowledge.
On your journey towards, what kind of order are you walking in? Are you walking side by side? Are you trying to sneak around, or are you just trying to get there as fast as possible?
I'll go in front because my character's meant to be like a ranger merc.
Oh, look, traps.
All the traps.
Yeah.
Awesome. Are you guys happy with that? Would you have introduced yourselves as you kind of walk along? Would you have gotten to know each other a little bit?
I would have definitely introduced myself
I thought we'd
before
done that
we
already
headed
at the tavern.
No, that was
No.
just as players.
Oh, okay.
How does she know our names?
She's
a
a
witch.
Which
Yeah, but she said she was animals.
Yeah, she's still got powers. She's got all sorts of witchy powers. Maybe she lied. Who knows? Who knows?
Maybe she spoke to your horse who told you, and she looked at the signing in book for the inn. Aha.
maybe
wait.
Cordax is the good guy.
I don't like that, Gary. You've applied logic to something. It's not
Okay.
making sense.
So you've all introduced each other. You're making your way to Satunia's cave. Lysander, you're in front. Are you guys just trying to get there as quickly as possible? Are you on lookout?
Yeah.
Are you trying to be stealthy?
I'm going to be on the lookout for more of this Wursel.
Is the sun rising now?
Yes, it is.
Light, so it's getting light.
Well, as I'm walking, I'll be scanning like the area, just looking about.
Okay.
Hey.
As you're walking, also give me a plant lore check with a positive of +1. That gives you a positive of +1 to all your stats.
Says no.
Nice.
Argo, what did you say? What did you say you were doing as you were walking past?
Ah,
Oh my god!
this is D&D, right?
At least you didn't get 20s.
Right.
Alright, sadly, there's no Wursel around. For some reason, you're in like a patch where there's just none as you're walking through. Maybe it's all been picked already. Who knows? Argo, what did you say you were doing as you were walking?
I was going to look at the stars, but as the sun's rising, I can't see any. So
You're gonna look up and
admiring
blind
the scenery.
yourself?
I'm not going to look at the sun.
Gonna look at the only star left in the sky.
Is it a one-star system?
No, it's not a
Just
one-star
rolled.
system.
And there's multiple star suns.
You know, give me an astronomy check. Let me get.
So I pass that. I have to get lower, don't I?
Yeah, you need to get lower.
So that's a quality of 3.
Quality level 3. You know exactly how many suns there are. And
How many?
hold on. 1. It's known as the Eye of Prios. And the moon is called Mada's sign. So yeah, there's only one. There's one sun, one moon. Lots of little stars.
Oh, nice.
Not now though, because it's starting to get light. You can still see part of the moon. Yeah, part of a waxing moon seems to be poking its head out. All right. Lysander, how are you walking? Are you looking out for danger? Or are you just running forward, being an absolute boss man?
Kind of scouting, so like little jogs, pauses, listening, watching, shit like that.
Okay, give me a little perception check with
Cheap
a
perception
-1.
A -1.
-1.
Game. Perception, that one. Intelligence and 6. Oh, fuck that. I got a 20, a 5, and a 19, so yeah, I failed the shit out of that.
Yep, sounds like it. You only crit fail if you rolled 2 20s, just so you know.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright. So you don't see anything out of the ordinary. You make your way fairly fast. It takes you about an hour to get to Saturnya's cave. And as you approach, you notice that there's a short flight of natural stairs that seem to be formed from the roots itself, which lead down into a cave that lies beneath the oak. It's quite a nice wide cave. It's not too hidden, and you get a nice kind of sweet smell, a sweet aroma coming from the cave entrance.
So call out a name.
Yes. Who's there?
God.
There is no. Well, there are 12 or 13 gods, depending on whom you speak to, and which god are you?
Boron.
Boron? Ah, it is my time, I see. Ah, I have had a good life until recently, but all good must come to an end, and that ended about 6 months ago. So be it, Boron. I embrace you. Take me with you and make it peaceful and pain-free if possible. Just let me finish stirring this first. And she seems to perk up towards the end. Now, Lord Boron, god of sleeps and nights, would you care to enter? Would you care to join me for my last sip of tea?
Yeah.
Only if you pour me one.
You walk in and indeed you see an old lady kind of pouring from a black steel kettle, like a cast iron kettle, uh, 4 cups of tea. There's only 3 stools, but she insists. I'll stand. No, no, no. You must sit down. You have a long day ahead of you. I take it you are Ilsa. She points to Argo. You are Argo points to Lysander, and Lysander, you are much more handsome than I could imagine. She looks at Ilsa. How may I help you all? And in the cave, you see dried herbs hanging from the roofs, with numerous bats hanging upside down from the ceiling. They don't seem to care. They didn't stir as you walk through. There's a cauldron bubbling away in the far corner. Sit. Please sit down. Have a tea. It'll strengthen you for your day ahead.
I take a seat.
Give me a perception check, please, Ilsa. Yes, a perception
I'll
check. You can get a bonus for +2 though for your plant law.
I'll take the seat facing the cave entrance.
Okay.
I'll sit down.
She hands you all cups of tea as Ilsa is looking around. Ilsa, how are you getting on?
Perception check
This is a perception check with bonus of +2,
with +2.
which means all your stats are +2.
Yes, so that is using 3 of my SR. I will pass.
Leaving you with how much left?
Quality level 3.
So you've got 7 to 9 left.
I have 7 left, yes.
Ooh, okay. So you notice that some of the herbs hanging from the roof are a mix of dried four-leaf and also poisonous mosses and fungi. You also see that the bats are clearly awake. Their eyes are open, but they seem to be not aggressive or startled. Above the cauldron, you notice dried spider legs, pickled deer eyes, cat droppings, fungi, insects, wolf testicles, lots and lots of stuff that you might find in a forest and hang up to dry for certain concoctions. You also notice a nice big pile of wurzel herb on the floor, a good 1.5 feet away, just behind the cauldron. Please take a seat, have some tea. And she picks up her cup and sips it first and kind of nods and says, thank you so much. Hi.
Thank you for the hospitality. Quick question. Your sister was saying that you might be able to help. with acquiring or helping me to create some potions using Wurzel.
I am more than happy to uh, brew you each a potion. A potion. Um, if now I can do that now, it'll take me a few hours, but um, I can also help. Oh, 1 second, please. And she takes a nice long sip of her tea. Look, I can help a number of ways. I can brew you all potions. I can, give you a bit of a geography lesson that might help. Hmm. I know a little about mushrooms. Do mushrooms interest you, Lysander? She looks at you, Elsa.
Yes, they do.
Okay. Well, hmm. Okay, I can make you etheric potions or health potion, like revitalizing magical potions, whichever you'd like. One each, but I can also create an elixir that could turn Kordax into a toad for 5 to 15 minutes if you are able to get him to drink it. The only problem is I'm missing an ingredient. An ingredient or two. Um, I'm missing a rare all black sparrow egg. I also, to make it last even longer, could do with blood from eels, which you can only find in the pond. The pond just beyond the witch tree. You can you might be able to use raven eggs instead of the black sparrow egg. I'm not sure. It might not be quite as good though. Now mushrooms. I do love mushrooms. I know a little bit about mushrooms, but really you need to talk to the chatty mushrooms. Further north if you really want to know all about poisonous mushrooms. But they there's fairy caps. They're my favorite mushroom. They're colorful. They grow in circular arrangements. Places where fairy creatures dance and frolic. That's where fairy caps like to grow. Hence the name. It's a beautiful name, fairy caps. They're also quite pretty mushrooms as well. Um, you can find these in the wilderness, in the wild, in the forest, if you know what you're looking for. But of course you do. I don't want to insult you, Lysander, of course. Now,
Would I know?
no, you would not know. These seem to be either magical fairies, magical mushrooms, or uh, something to do with more magic than nature. I don't believe. Have you had any interaction with fairies before or witches before?
Um, I doubt I would have encountered fairies before. I'd say I might have encountered witches.
Okay.
Uh, More so looking for knowledge rather than spells or anything like that.
Okay. So if you give me a magical lore check, I might be able to tell you a little bit more.
Uh,
Otherwise, that is it.
Magical lore. My alchemy knowledge wouldn't help me here.
No, I'm afraid not.
Great. Magical lore. The lore. Oof. Almost. Nope. Failure.
No. So you're not really sure anything else apart from that. Saturnia suggests that it won't take you too long to find. Um, but who knows? Who knows? So, what is your plan? How may I help? What would you like?
What do you want doing with him?
Well, really, I'd rather you not kill him. I'd rather you manage to stop him and bring him to us, or preferably, really, um, you bring us back. You know, the hair and the blood that he has of ours. It's not right that he is able to control us so readily. It's not nice at all. Um, so please stop him. Uh, but there's no need for unnecessary violence, for death. No.
So before he took all of this, what was he to you?
He was he was a male witch. He wanted to join our happy coven, and he was nice and positive. But he always he had an inferiority complex. I think it comes with being a male witch. We don't get many of them, and finding a coven that accepts you is often difficult. But we welcomed him with open arms, and we taught him different aspects of magic, but it was never enough. It was never enough. He always wanted more. He always wanted more, and then one day he seemed to gain a tremendous amount of power almost overnight, and we believe uh, we believe he must be getting his power from somewhere. I'm not entirely sure. You know what? I'm not sure. I'm afraid. Sorry. Would you like to hear a story? Would you like to hear a story whilst you finish your tea? I don't have any nibbles, I'm afraid. I should have baked some cakes. I should have baked some little cakes with, I don't know. A story? No, no. There's no time for stories. So, look, Cordax is to the north, but honestly, it might be worth trying to get some help from uh, one of our sisters, Madunya, Madiana. Sorry, and yeah, I'm not sure. Um, do you know your way around this area? There's uh, there's a lot to
Yes.
explore. Yeah, okay, fantastic.
Can we ask her? Has she been cursed with blindness?
With blindness.
She looks blind, or she's confusing everyone.
Or it's really bloody dark.
It's not dark actually. It's kind of this cave I forgot to mention is lit up by fireflies, but uh, oh, well, why you ask? Yes, yes, I have. It's been a cruel few weeks. I'm adjusting as best as I can. How could you tell? I thought I've been I thought I've been, overcoming it somewhat. I've been uh, trying to tap into the etheric strands of what I don't know what I'm talking about, to be honest. I'm just guessing, and yes, it's pretty shit, really. Thanks for bringing it up, though. That really does a lot for my self-esteem. Made Boron come quickly. Do you have anything else you guys want to ask?
No.
No.
Okay. So, would you like a potion? It'll take me a couple of hours to, make, but maybe you could visit my sister. Maybe you could go to the
No, where's
witch.
Yeah, the witch tree. Whereabouts is that?
Which tree? That's just to the west of the sleeping giant. Oh, I accidentally took a screenshot instead of revealing. Going well. And the pond is just north of it as well. So let's open up this map a little bit.
So the
Um,
witch's tree is at 7 then, I guess.
yeah, there's an odd legend about the witch tree. I mean, we didn't name it that, the villagers did, and we've adopted that name as well. But it was once a thriving tree, apparently, that was blessed by the earth, but it became infected with mold created by the Nameless One. And when the tree finally died, it was transformed into the mold tree. But enjoy. I hope you have a lovely time. I will get on these potions. If you find any sparrow eggs or eels, that would be fantastic. Thank you.
Cool.
Let's see what we can do.
It's worth noting that at the top of the sleeping giant is where where we used to meet. Well, where we meet up every so often to celebrate. Well, we used to celebrate certain times. It's where we would gather with some of our friends and covens that live nearby, and we'd spend some time. So tread carefully. It might look a mess to you, but it is a special place to us.
Thank you.
Keep
You're
that in
welcome.
mind.
Right. What's the plan?
And then on to the next witch.
Yeah, everyone agrees?
Yeah.
Next switch. That's away from the tree, though, isn't it?
Yeah, so oh gosh, how do I do this? Yeah, that's where Madiana lives, and the mole tree or the witch tree is over here. Can everyone see those pings?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So we're gonna go find those ingredients, or just go deal with the.
We can do it on the way back.
All right. Yeah, we can head towards the
Where are you heading towards, sorry?
Madiana.
Okie doke. Okay. It takes you a good bit longer to get there. Are you traveling in a kind of similar style to before?
Yeah.
Okay. It is now about 9 o'clock. A surprising amount of time passed as you were in the cave. Strange.
9 in the morning.
Yes. And
Cool.
you approach this quite simple hut. It's in the middle of a pretty meadow surrounded by the trees in the forest, and it's in a nice little clearing. But it seems to be some giant tree hut that's kind of fallen upside down. It's a bit strange. Some of the branches are 6 feet above the ground, but the roof is below. It's all quite strange. And as you approach, you see another fairly young lady with a hood and an owl on her shoulder, long dark brown hair, watching you as you approach. And from the descriptions from the two others, this seems to be Madiana.
Greetings.
Hi. Are you all here then? Come on in. What? Look. And she doesn't sit you down. There's no politeness, no pleasantries. She just goes, look, what's your plan? I need to know what your plan is before anything happens. What's going on?
Well, the others don't want us to kill him.
Yeah.
We've just
Okay.
been gathering supplies at first, I suppose.
All right. You off straight away? You off now just to knock on his door, or do you have a plan of action?
We can't kill him, so
Well, you can.
Oh.
Well, I don't know if you can, but uh,
I mean, we can kill him, but it's... Do we?
do not underestimate his power. She chuckled.
Do we make it look like an accident?
There's no fooling the other two. No, they won't really care. They want to wash their hands clean of it. Look, you need to come up with a better plan. Now, if that's all you've got, I must get on with my daily rituals. Otherwise, Cordax will
Well,
know something's wrong. So, if
well,
you
it
could,
depends. Can you help us find any black sparrow eggs or eels?
eels, the pond will have eels. I'm guessing not here. This is just trees and a bit of a brook further north, a bit of a lake. Not lake, sorry, a bit of a river further north. But that'll be maybe a bit too fast for eels. I think it might be better in the lake. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't. Raven eggs. You'll have to go hunting for them. That'll take you a little while.
I see. And sparrow eggs?
A bit easier. They shouldn't take too long. Wait. Yeah, this shouldn't be too difficult. Maybe an hour or two hunting around the forest, you should be able to spot a black sparrow. It was a black sparrow you wanted because we have brown sparrows, but their eggs aren't really used for anything.
Oh,
Anything
we'll
else I
see.
can help you with? Why do you care about these things? Have you been talking to Saturnia?
We have. She
Interesting.
seems to think we can help us out.
Maybe.
Incapacitate Cordax.
Is that your plan?
I mean, it's easier than having to fight him.
And 1 second, Connor. Are you filing? It's annoying
Yeah,
as
I'll
fuck.
mute it.
Fucking hell. And how do you suppose you're going to give him this potion, this elixir, this thing that you're trying to
On an
do?
arrow through his back.
I mean, we have about 6 hours of hiking to do. I'm sure we can think of some way to do it.
Right, nice and prepared, I see, very well. Alright,
I mean, we were told about this about 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago. You didn't give us much time to prepare.
well, there's not much time to accomplish the deed.
Well, then you've got to pick one or the other, prepared or
Well,
on time.
look, you are much closer to Cordax's state here than you were in Saturnia. Please do not overstay your welcome. Well, it's too late for that. So if you would kindly bugger off before he realizes that I'm not doing my normal routine, that would be fantastic. I do not want to have to deal with him today, thank you. Unless we understand that he is somewhat incapacitated, then who knows, maybe we'll come and help. Well, the other two probably will, the fools. We'll see. Good luck. And
Well, thanks for your help.
anytime. You're welcome. I hope I didn't sense sarcasm there.
I mean, you shouldn't have.
Good. Just checking. Can't be too. Just checking. Bugger off.
I take a seat.
Well, she was lovely.
You take a seat.
Just on the ground, and I'm going to take out my notebook and start writing down.
Are you outside or in her hut?
Just wherever we were talking to her.
Okay, so kind of at the entrance of a hut. Okay. Could you not? Could you do that somewhere else, please? You're kind of in the way. If Kordak senses you, who knows what will happen. Can't be dealing with that. So please just bugger off. Go on. Go run to your doom. Head first, like the fools you are.
I shimmy away from the doorway, but stay close by as I write down my plan of action.
Well,
As a leaving comment, I just say, "Add you a ray of fucking sunshine" as I walk out.
yeah, fuck you too. She loses patience with you, Ilsa. She doesn't even bother to try argue anymore. She just slams her makeshift door closed and gets on with whatever inside her hut.
Grand.
I jokingly ask, "Do we set it on fire as we leave?"
So, what do you guys fancy doing? Burning her house down, traveling somewhere, going up to Kordax. So many options.
Hunting for sparrow eggs.
You'd like to hunt for sparrow eggs. Anyone else want to hunt for sparrow eggs?
Nah, let's go deal with the dickhead, and then we can play hunt. We can play farmer after.
Do not need a plan first.
Knock on his door, stab him, run away.
Mm.
Is
Okay then.
that the plan? Is it?
I don't think that's the sensible plan.
Simple yet effective.
Oh,
Alright.
we don't know how effective that'll be.
He just sounds like he's a person.
It sounds like he's a person that's been trained by 3 witches.
I think they're all related. That's why they
Probably.
want to kill her. Family
Get
affair.
father, brother, away from me.
Alright, so you guys are just gonna head straight on, yeah?
Yeah, I think most of this is
Yeah.
just a family squabble.
Alright.
May as well ever go with him.
Okay, so you're making your way north, yeah?
Yeah.
Are you following the path or are you walking through the forest?
I will follow the path.
We'll follow the path for a bit, and then as we get a bit closer, it might be an idea to like stealth him.
Okay.
Do a cheeky recce.
So your first 20 minutes of walking, can everyone make a perception check, please?
Right.
Ooh, that's better.
Oh, that's good. What's my perception? Pass. Knock off 3. So I get quality level 2.
Okay.
I got a 1, a 12, and a 14.
How many SP remaining?
All 5. No, wait, perception. Yeah, all 5. I haven't used any.
So quality level 2?
2.
Yep.
And you got quality level 2 as well, did you, Elsa?
Yeah.
Wow. So you both hear a sad song echoing through the gorge as you walk along the path. You can kind of hear it coming from a direction, and you notice in the distance another cave entrance. And the song seems to be coming from there. It seems quite deep, like a man's voice, but really resonating with the trees.
Resonating with the trees.
Yeah, the tree is every so often when he hits a nice deep note, you'll notice the trees, maybe sway a little bit, maybe shake. You might see the odd bird fly away.
Like hitting the resonant frequency of the tree.
Yeah, it seems that way.
Hitting the brown sound. Do we check it
Okay.
out? Do we?
Have we passed the mountain? Where did we go around it?
So you would have just gone around it, following this kind
Have
of
we
path.
crossed the river?
You have not crossed the river yet. You are just in front of the river, about here. So not far off, just 20 minutes away from Madiana's hut.
Hmm.
I thought his name was Kodak.
I think there might be someone else.
Yeah, we just left Mariana's hut.
Hmm.
Can we tell what direction it's coming from originally?
Yeah, it seems to be coming from this cave off in the east, just north of Madiana's hut.
Should we head towards the cave? See who it is?
Yeah,
Might be able
poke
to.
her head in.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
let's head towards.
As you approach, you notice the entrance inside the cave. There's a number of bones and kind of disturbing fetishes. Bits of dead animal, bits of dead, bits of dead animals, fish, all sorts of crap. Quite disturbing, really.
Do we see anyone?
You hear the song coming from deep within, but you can't see anyone, no. Not
Do we
yet,
smell
anyway.
anything?
It smells pretty foul.
Does it smell from the animals, or is the smell coming from deeper inside the cave?
Bit of both. Yeah, bit of both. It's pretty rank.
Is there any human remains?
Uh,
Elf? Any people?
Let me get my thing up. Give me a. Why am I not scrolling so slowly?
I'll be back in 1 minute.
No worries. Give me a. What would it be?
The animal law?
Yeah, you can give me an animal law.
Oh, another one.
Oh, beautiful.
I've passed this, so take. Oh no!
Does a 15 screw you over?
Yeah, I can only take it down to equal.
Equals fine. You don't need to beat.
Oh, you don't have to. Oh,
No.
I said you had to get lower.
No, equal. I thought I said equal to or lower.
Oh, okay, then I'd pass on a quality of 1.
Is it equal to or lower? Because I've equaled it and assumed it is.
Yeah, equal to or lower is. Yeah.
That sound.
So
Oh,
quality
that's all right.
level 1, you see no human bones. These all seem to be animals.
Fuck it. Do we risk it? Say hi.
Yeah, let's say hi.
Alright. Cool. Inside, you kind of walk through and you poke your head through a corner of the cave and you notice this giant body. This giant humanoid body. It seems almost like an ogre. Some weird supernatural giant creature. And he's there just kind of singing, stirring a crude pot of some foul smelling concoction. Maybe it's got meat, who knows? It's impossible to tell. with a mix of odors surrounding this place. He doesn't notice you.
What's cooking?
Can we?
Are you shouting what's cooking?
Yeah.
Cool. The ogre turns around, looks at you, lets out a deep, weird kind of scream, and tries to grabs a nearby blanket of some description, filthy, and tries to cover up his face and his body. And he says, "No, get out, get out, get out now, get out now. Please leave. Just go, leave now."
Why?
Just leave. It's
Can we
for
ask
your
him?
own. For your own benefit. Just leave. Leave before something happens.
What would
Wait.
happen?
I'm gonna move to the door.
Look, I've not had my dinner yet. I don't know what's gonna happen. Please just get out before I do something that I regret.
Oh no. He's got ravenous hunger.
I'm back.
Welcome back. So you've entered the cave. You've seen this foul-smelling ogre kind of sit stirring a pot as he's singing. Lysander just shouts out, what was it you shouted?
What's cooking?
And this ogre, terrified, absolutely petrified, grabs a blanket, tries to cover up his face and his body, and screams at the party to get out of his cave. Just leave before something horrible happens to you. Leave before I do something horrible to you.
Why are you hiding?
Please, I don't want to be seen. I don't want people to see me like this. Just get out quickly.
We don't have to look at you to talk to you.
Oh, can we ask if Cordax has transformed him?
So to Ilse he responds, "Please, if you could turn away, maybe I'll look away as well. Maybe I can control myself." And okay, how do you call Cordax? And he kind of spits on the ground.
I see you are friends with him too.
Yeah. He ruined my life.
Well, we're trying to ruin his.
Well, that would be wonderful. I can't do anything against him though. I can't help you in any way, shape or form. Or in any way, shape or form. I'm stuck here living my life of squander, of shit, of piss, of eating crap.
Oh,
What
can we
happened?
ask?
You see him start to salivate, drool dripping down the corners of his mouth. He goes, "Look, just it's not worth it. I'm getting really hungry. You've got to get out. Yeah, you've got to get out as soon as possible. I don't know how much longer I can hold back. Just get out. I had a fight with him, and this is what happened. Just
Has the deep singing stopped?
yes, it has indeed.
Can I try and replicate it?
Ooh.
I'll be back in a sec.
What? Do some singing?
Yeah.
That would be.
I mean, I assume I heard it for about 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, as you were walking, yeah, you would have heard it for a while. Give a singing test.
I spend 3 quality level 3.
You've done a very good job of mimicking his song, and you actually notice that he seems to calm down. His breathing has slowed. It's less. The intensity of the room has slightly dulled. And he goes, "Look, what do you want to know? I had an argument with him. I don't even know what it was about. He wasn't happy. I don't know if you know Wurzelholm. I was a village headman there, and yeah, this was my punishment."
How long ago? Do you remember?
Oh, I've lost track of time. I've no idea. I no clue.
Do you know how he did this?
No idea. He seems to be some witch or magic user. I don't know. And he spits on the ground again.
Is there any information you can give us, or anything you can do to help?
I can't do
Um,
anything against him again, and
but
you see his
not
breathing starting to
directly.
speed up.
Do you perhaps know of any, or have any eels, sparrow eggs, black sparrow eggs?
No, the only eels I know are at the end of
Into the river in the pond.
the mold line. But yeah, if you follow the mold, you'll reach the pond, and I believe there's plenty of eels there. Raven eggs, I mean, he could get that from Cordex himself, and I have no idea about sparrows. They're too small. I cannot. I'm too slow to capture them. These hands are. You see him starting to panic. He's getting red in the face, and his heart rate's increasing. His breathing is getting faster and faster. He's starting to lose control.
Right, I'm
I'll
gonna
leave you
leave.
be.
What did you say, Ilsa?
I'll leave you be. Back
Thank you.
out.
Okay. You hear a shout from behind that just says, "Follow the mold line, and it'll take you to the pond."
I see.
After a short period of time, the singing continues.
So,
What did I miss?
not a huge amount.
Oh, I was hoping you'd killed him for me.
He did say to follow down to the
Mold.
pond, but that is in the opposite direction of where we're going. What do you think?
I think we should scout out his house first.
Have a look at the mill. See how many goblins are guarding the place.
Yeah, we'll like stealthily crawl up on it to see. Not just burst our way in.
Okay.
Sneak up.
It takes you about an hour of traveling. Is everyone happy doing this?
Yeah.
Cool. It takes about an hour of traveling, and you eventually get to a place that you can kind of see the mill house. You can see everything going on around it. Let me have a look. 1 second. Da, da, da. Okay, let me drag you to this map temporarily. And you kind of see this area. You've got 2 buildings. This here is not a building, it's a key. So it's just got spoilers, that's why I've hidden it. But you've got 2 buildings, an east and a west building. You see the mill to the west of the building, and indeed you see a couple of goblins. You see 3 goblins seeming to patrol the front area. Please, everyone, make a stealth check.
Stealth. That under. Oh, I failed. Oh no, oh, looking at the wrong one, sorry. Yeah, failed.
Passed it for quality 4.
Quality 4. Yeah.
Fucking hell. Alright.
Failed.
Okay, so whilst you feel like you're quite safely hidden, Lysander, you've used branches and twigs and dirt to kind of cover your tracks. Argo and Ilsa, not quite the same. You clearly see a goblin point at you, almost straight through Lysander, and scream. And they seem to be running at you. Everyone roll initiative, which is a d6 plus your initiative value.
And I'm -1 for encumbrance, is it?
Yeah.
Where do you find your initiative value? Oh, there it is, never mind.
Any.
D6. Oh, 5 plus
11.
my
Yay!
initiative is 13, so I'm on 18. Do I just add it together?
Yeah.
18 then.
13.
11.
Alright. Argo, off you go. You see 3 goblins running at you. They're quite far away. About 15 yards away. No, what am I talking about? You were seen from quite far away, so about 30 yards.
30. Is that what range weapons are measured in yards?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Goblins. Any point during a spell. I will just get me weapon out. Ready.
Cool. Are you continuing to walk towards them?
Yeah.
Awesome. Do you want to do anything else?
No.
Alright. One of the goblins, the nearest one to you, pulls out a short bow. Knocks it in. Hits you. Would you like to try dodge this?
Oh, yeah. This is a 20 now, yeah?
This is 1d20, yeah.
Alright. 10. Oh no, I fail.
You fail. So you will take 7 points of damage.
So,
Reduce it by your protection if you have any.
I got no armor, so no, so to take 7 damage. Where's the damage chart?
I think it's just a box to the right or underneath. It depends. There should be a life points box where it's got max and current.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, I found it. So they're in 7. Okay.
Are you down? You're not down to a quarter pain 1, are you?
Not yet.
All right. Another goblin seems to be running with a spear in hand, as does the other one. But you notice one other goblin in the distance seems to be poking his head, and he's holding a bow. Ilsa, what would you like to do?
About how far out are they?
About the nearest one is about 30 yards away.
30 yards. And how many yards is 1 point of movement?
That is a good question.
Thank you.
Where is... Okay. Page 2299. 1 second, sorry. Oh, that's how many yards you move. So movement of 8 is 8 yards.
Okay.
And if you're encumbered, it goes down to 7.
Yeah.
You can run, obviously, straight forwards.
Is run full movement or is run double movement and nothing else?
Yeah, it's like your move and your action.
How far out from the house or from the 2 buildings were the goblin?
Another 20, 30 yards.
Okay, well, I'm going to. We're going to move forward 7 yards and try and take cover behind a tree.
Cool. You doing anything else?
No, I'm not. I'm not designed for this.
All right, Lysander.
I will notch a bow into my notch an arrow into my longbow, and take a pop shot at the closest goblin gremlin thing with the spear.
Okay. The closest one with the spear, not the one with the bow.
Yeah.
All right.
Right. So, what do I need? You said he was close, didn't you?
He's about 30. Yeah, he's about 30, 20, 25 yards now. About 25 yards away.
Cool. So he's in the middle range bracket.
So no modifiers for that. He is small, so you're at -1.
-1 to hit. I do have stuff. I have exceptional combat technique with bows and weapon altitude with bows, and sense of range. If any of that does anything.
Do you need to check up all of that? That's not my job. You've got your character sheet. You should be able to click on it, and it should give you information. Gary also had all the combat abilities and traits on card form. I'm sorry, I just really can't keep track of everyone's abilities and skills, as well as all the NPCs and monsters.
Attributes, it's an ability.
You can control F the core rulebook as well, but I don't know if you've taken anything from other books. What are you trying to see?
Just find them. Fucking hell.
Do you want me to help you search? What are you looking for?
I've got the little compendium open, but it's not showing me the bit where I did it.
You mean the builder?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Just what's the skills called? I'll have a look for you in the document in the call book.
It is exceptional combat technique.
That's page 165 of the rulebook. And it raises your stats, so that's done. What else? Connor? Hello? Can anyone else hear me?
I can hear
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, I can hear.
Alright, so what else?
Sense of range.
Oh, you can gauge the exact distances of stuff pretty much. What else?
What was it? Weapon aptitude bows.
I'm guessing that's all gonna have been taken into account.
I also
Oh,
I
you're
also
allowed
have
to
inner.
reroll to confirm critical hits and botches. Okay.
Cool. I have. Immune. Oh, I'm immune to encumbrance 1,
Okay.
and I have partisan tactics. There's a warfare thing. 2 making it change. Alright, cool. Yeah, so it's just a roll at -1.
Okay, cool. Alright.
Yeah, I think that misses. How do you find you need to hit?
Your AT value.
Hmm?
You're doing a range attack, sorry, it's RC next to the weapon. So if you go onto your character sheet,
Yeah.
you're doing a ranged attack, aren't you? So you go to
Oh yeah, ranged combat.
RC.
Alright, I got 15, and I need a 15, but -1.
Alright. They aren't aware of you, so they can't try and dodge it or anything.
Is there any way I can change that?
Oh, I thought you succeeded, sorry. You can spend a fate point to re-roll it if you choose. You get 3 fate points. You gain them for doing funky stuff. I should have gone through fate points at the start, really. So, do you miss, or would you like to spend a fate point to succeed?
I'm just trying to read my shit, see if there's anything that does that.
Alright. In the meantime, you notice that the goblins all seem to be kind of grouping up and kind of squabbling at each other in a bit of disarray.
Okay, I'll fate point it and reroll.
Alright,
That's better.
cool.
To hit.
No dodge. How much damage?
And a bow does 1d6 plus 8.
Plus 8. Fucking hell.
10 points of damage.
Alright. You manage to get it in the leg. It screams and yelps, but it seems to still be alive. But it's back to you, Argo.
So, the one with the spear, how far away is he?
He's about 25 yards now. He's just had an arrow close to his knee and kind of limped down a little bit, screamed out in pain, and seems to be trying to pull the shaft of the arrow out of his leg. The grass nearby is getting stained a beautiful crimson.
And the two archer ones are still.
Yeah, one archer's reloading, the other one has got a arrow cocked and ready to fire.
What's the terrain like?
It's pretty flat, open. There's trees near the house, but not near where you are. It's kind of open, like the odd shrub and whatnot, the odd bit of rock. Enough to hide behind if you duck and try, but if you're just walking upright, you won't be hidden.
I don't really want to get shot again.
You'd be able to run towards run towards a bit of cover if you choose to.
Alright, I'll do that.
All right. How far do you run?
What is running? Double or
Just double, yeah. If you just move
16.
and then action move. 16. Okay, cool. So you're only about 10 yards away from the spear dude that's bleeding on the ground and screaming.
Alright.
The bow that shot you starts to reload. He's going to try hit you again. You're running, obviously, making it much harder for him to hit. He fails. The spear guy pulls the arrow out of his leg and he starts hobbling and limping forward, but he doesn't make it anywhere near anyone. The other spear makes a slow move as well. And finally, the bow at the end takes aim and tries to shoot Ilsa. And just clips her, but is Ilsa able to duck behind the bit of cover in time?
And how would I try and do that?
You roll your dodge. So a d20 below or equal to your dodge.
Below or equal to my dodge. This is unlikely to work. It does not work.
It does not work.
I do not dodge.
It scrapes your cheek and digs in quite deep, being pretty damn painful. You take 10 points of damage, minus your protection.
Cool.
Do you have any protection in the armor?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. And now it's you, Ilsa. What would you like to do?
Ilsa, do you mean Lysander?
No, Ilsa, Lysander, you're like,
Oh, is it?
you're slow.
Oh.
So how close is the closest one to me now?
Just doing some maths. 8 yards away.
8 yards away.
Because you moved, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
I
about
did.
8 yards.
Alright, I'll try getting on this combat.
Okay.
I'm
What's
going
your plan?
to take out my dagger and run up and attack.
Cool. So the nearest one
Or
is the
walk up and attack.
goblin with the bleeding, gaping wound in his leg near his knee. That's limping towards you with his spear, trying to get to you, growling, frothing at the mouth. You can see his eyes bloodshot with pain already.
So, melee attack. So So, what do I have to roll under my
Your attack, 80. For the
grand?
weapon, so if you find the weapon and look to the
Yeah,
right, it should have 80 in PA. PA is parry.
yeah.
Remember, you're at -1 for encumbrance, I believe.
That's a hit.
Okay.
Uh,
The goblin fails to dodge. Its pain and limp, making him an easy target. How much damage would you like to do? Well,
I would like to do max damage, but I'll take a 5. That's 7 damage total.
7 damage total.
Yeah.
How would you like to do this?
I guess I'll run up, swing across him, and then bring it back into him.
Ow.
Slash him across, stab him.
Yeah, it was not his day. He slumps with a soft scream that's muffled by the weeds and grass underfoot. Lysander, what would you like to do?
I will notch another bow, and then I'll shoot one of these shooting goblins.
Okay, the nearest one.
What are the ranges of both of them?
Like 30 and 32 yards, roughly. I mean, I know you can tell exactly. Well, almost exactly, but yeah, about 30, 32 yards. 30
I'll
for the
shoot
nearest
the
one.
closest one.
The one that's been shooting Argo.
Yes. 1.
Can you confirm it?
How do you confirm it? Just roll again.
Roll, and if if it would be a success, then you confirm the crit. If it's a fail, then it's still a crit, but not as good a crit.
Yep, that's confirmed on a 3.
Okay, so you have halved their dodge or their parry, and you have you do double damage. So you get this guy square in the eye. How? Let's see if he's able to dodge. He does not. How much damage do you do?
So is it my roll plus my modifier doubled?
Yeah, I believe so.
Cool. So I do 24 points of damage.
Okay, how would you like to do this?
Goes straight through him and it pokes out the barn behind him.
Oof. Okay. The arrow kind of twangs as it kind of springs back and forth, embedding itself into the mill door behind the goblin. The goblin just slumps to his knees before collapsing from his quick death. Argo, you're up.
So I'll approach the closest one to me then.
Yeah, there's one with a spear that's within within moving distance.
There's not 2 archers and a spear.
There is one archer, one spear left. The archer that was shooting at you has just been killed by Lysander, so the next nearest is the spear. The other bowman is just a couple of yards behind.
I thought the spear one died.
There were 2 spears, 2 bows.
There's 4. Oh, there was 3.
No, a fourth one came after that first round, or at the beginning of the combat. That's why it's a bit further behind.
I'll head towards the spearman then.
Okay. You see his furry dark skin snarling at you. You gonna smack him with your mace?
I'll try to.
Alright.
Roll. 19, so that's a miss.
Okay, do you want to fate point it or not bother?
Yeah, why not? Let's use 1 up. 2 left. 7. It's a hit.
Fails the dodge. How much damage do you do?
We'll be back in 2 seconds.
9.
You do 9 points of damage. Okay. You scrape his arm, blood kind of splatters across. It's a deep graze. He's definitely been hurt quite significantly, but nowhere near, not quite near death. And he pulls his spear up and tries to make a stab at you.
Okay.
Failing, missing you completely. You must have knocked him off his balance with your hit. The archer at the back reloads his bow, notches another arrow, takes aim at Ilsa once more, and misses. It plinks off a nearby rock. Ilsa, off you go.
Next closest to me. How far am I away from the two buildings now? I went 8 feet forward towards that goblin.
The leftmost building is pretty much directly in front of you by 15, 20 yards, with the goblin being about 5 yards away from you. The archer that keeps shooting at you is a couple of yards behind, about 7, 8 yards away. The building to the right is another 3 yards beyond that.
How close? So the goblin that's 5 yards away from me, how close is he to the building on the left?
About 20 yards away, sorry.
Okay, so then I'm going to head to the goblin that's 5 yards in front of me.
Cool. He's got a spear. He's been smashed around a bit by Argo.
Oh, I'm going to try and hit him. Oof. Misses.
Okay. You hear a kind of cackle as he laughs at you. And then it will be Lysander when he comes back from the bathroom. Alright. How are people finding it, getting back into it? It's not too complicated, is it?
No, it's just there's a lot to it.
Yeah.
So like once you kind of get past that, it's fine.
Yeah, I need to double check a few things after this session, but yeah, I really like the system. Are you right there, Gary?
Oh yeah.
I'm back. I was listening. I was just sorting out.
Okay, cool. It's you to smash some face. What would you like to do? You got an.
Is that goblin who was like poking his head round the barn still there?
Yeah, that's the one that keeps shooting Ilsa.
Alright, yeah, I'll smack him then.
Alright. Yep. He dodges, I'm afraid. He's able to nimbly move out of the way of the arrow with plenty of time to see it. Argo, what would you like to move or do anything else, Lysander? Or are you just going to hold back and keep plinking arrows off?
Hold position.
Alright, Lysander.
How far away is he?
Sorry, Argo. You are in melee range of the spear, dude. You smacked him once, yeah.
I'll smack him again.
Alright.
So, 10 is a hit.
No dodge, no parry.
4, so 8 damage. Smash him again.
You hit him in the same arm, it goes limp to his side, and he's holding the spear with one arm, screaming in pain as you've clearly dislocated his shoulder and maybe his elbow as well. It's just a complete crumple, massive flesh and bone. But he holds fast and he tries taking a stab at you with a spear.
Okay.
Somehow he manages to succeed hitting you, doing 5 points of damage as he skewers you in the leg as he stumbles back.
Will I get to parry?
No, he crit.
Oh,
You're out half parry, sorry.
Hmm?
You're out half your parry.
Okay, so where's my parry?
So yeah, sorry, I forgot.
Where is it? Oh, half.
Yeah.
I need a good roll. No.
That's not okay. So you take your 5 points of damage as he somehow manages to hit you square in the directly into the side, cutting you deeper than you'd like. The archer changes his attention to Lysander.
How can you see me now?
Yeah, you're shooting arrows everywhere. You're only 32 yards away. You got your surprise attack off. And he hits you. Would you
Cool.
like to
I've
try
got armor
dodge?
if that does anything.
It will do, but first of all, you dodge, or if you got shields, you could try parry and arrow. But you're best dodging, probably.
Where is... There it is. Oh, fuck, my dog is dog shit. 1d20.
Yeah, if you've got lots of armor, it usually wrecks your dodge. Dodge is a d20 less than or equal to.
Oh, yes! I got a 2, so I successfully dodged.
Okay, the arrow manages to just barely graze your hair as you sidestep the arrow. Argo, what would you like to do? Have I missed someone? No, I have. Ilsa.
The one in front of me, he's still standing, is he?
He's still standing. He is pretty banged up.
I will try and finish this off.
Okay.
And hit.
No dodge.
Well, success.
No dodge.
And 6 damage.
How would you like to do this?
I'm gonna swing at him, coming at him from his limp arm side. And get him in the neck.
That's painful. A bit of blood splatters onto Argo as you withdraw the blade.
Nice.
Lysander.
I will notch another arrow and take another pop shot.
Off you go. Roll away.
Hit on a 10.
No dodge. How much damage?
Come on. For 12 points of damage.
Oof. You get it deep in its side, kind of midway between his hips and his chest. He kind of stumbles back slightly, yelps out clearly in a bit of agony. Argo, it's your call. He's a couple of yards away.
Alright, so I will walk up to him and try and hit him.
Okay.
Alright. 11, so there's a hit.
No dodge.
And then
Oh, we're combat monsters
6
tonight.
points of damage.
6 points of damage. Somehow he is still standing, but in his pain and terror, he tries turning around and running away. Make another attack, Argo.
12, that's a hit.
4 minus 2 minus 2. 4 is a fail. You manage to clip him as he turns around to run away. How much damage would you do? How much damage do you do?
6.
How would you like to do this?
It's cavey sculling.
As he turns around, he sees nothing but the world go black. That is the end of combat. There is the fields are stained with the blood of goblins. There seems to be no more cries of anger or anything from nearby. what do you guys want? What do you guys do straight after?
I come out and I retrieve my arrows.
Okay, you get how many did you use?
4.
Okay, roll a d6 for each of them. On a 5 up, you get it back.
On a 5 up, I get it back.
Yeah, I need to check the actual mechanic, but it seems to be something like
Oh, I do have 4.
20 to 35%.
No, they're all broken.
Okay. You can get back the one that you skewered, the the other archer. You can get that one back as a trophy.
Cool.
Okay. Boron, what do you think to all the bodies? Do you care?
Yeah.
Is there any humans that you care about? I can't remember, or is it all creatures?
All creatures.
Oof.
All bodies.
All right, we might be here a little while, chaps.
So, just need to bury them all.
God.
So I'll shallow grave them all into
Okay.
one.
So it'll take you
Just hide
about.
them in the woods all the time.
If you're gonna dig them a shallow grave, it'll probably take you at about. You're pretty good at doing it. You've done it before a number of times, probably about 45 minutes. Are they all sharing one grave, or are you doing a separate one for each goblin?
Then I've one.
Okay, yeah, about 45 minutes. Ilsa, how you doing?
I've been better.
Yeah, you took a bit of a skewering.
I did. But I am not in pain yet.
No, you're not. Is anyone in pain?
Yeah.
Oof.
I'll help fuck it.
Oh, I got hit for.
Alright. Okay, cool. So I think this is a good point to call it. Hopefully you all